My first thanks will go to Ms. Patricia and Martha also for giving me this opportunity to have the show here with Triple ID, and I thank all the persons working in Triple ID, what should I say, Chennai regional, to host my show, to take the interest of hosting my show, which I did in 76, 77 in France when I was studying there. And since they were fading away because we never got a good variety of paper like the acid resistant paper, I had to do in small sketch books, which is a little lesser than this size, which I have exhibited. And I could see the same format and the same color of the tint of the paper again now. So it's a limited copies of prints which I have done, and it's just the traveling which I did, since I never had a camera with me. That was the first step, because once you have the camera you go on clicking, so you don't know what. So the best way to do is to have a paper and a sketch pen, and even the sketch pens were not that very permanent sketch pens like what we get today. I'm talking about those 30-40 years back. So I had to pick up some sketch pen which was, it's not water resistant or permanent. But in permanent markers you don't get this kind of effect. So I had to take these whatever available pens, and then I started doing. They're all done with only one sort of pen. It was not 2 pens or 3 pens at a time. So what you do is to take a line drawing. For everything you have a line drawing there. This is a sample, and that's how I started all the drawings. Nothing which started off with a big patch of black. It was all the line drawing first, then you mark your light and shade, and then you finish off your drawing. So this was one way, very good study, because I never had a camera, and I had to do it very fast because the bus will run away. So I had to do and try to absorb everything. And during the lunch break, I used to remember that and try to work out on the light and shade. So I finished, there were 1,400 drawings which I did in a span of 1 year, but the remaining is only 69. So say that, and thanks everybody for coming, and also the girls said, I forget, they sang very well. Thanks to them. All the best, and what else? That's all. Okay, thank you.
I will tell when I first came to Chennai, everybody said, Alliance Francaise is going to be celebrating its 70th anniversary, so what are you going to do? French and so I got in touch with him, and I think at first he thought I was a bit funny. And I said, could you please, build this big Eiffel Tower as big as a building? And he said, well, it's going to take time, it's going to be, And then, finally we built this wonderful Eiffel Tower. So when we had our 70th anniversary, everybody would come to Alliance Francaise, walk under the Eiffel Tower as if they were in Paris. And on top of that, we had the Arc of Triumph too. So thank you so much, because it was this event was wonderful thanks to him, because we had this beautiful show and we had this wonderful Eiffel Tower, and it's wonderful to be able to celebrate the French and Tamil connection, because he's very shy, but he does. So I'm sharing your art with Alliance Francaise.
Recently has been recognized as a top 10 hospital sites magazine. and powerlifting and CrossFit.
And such a lovely place to enter after decades. I think this brings back nostalgia for me. After my school and before I entered college, I did a course here and forged a lot of friendships here. And coming to the occasion, I thank Parneeti Verma for calling me for this. And I was traveling yesterday, and when she said that Mr. Thota Tharrani's show is here, I jumped at it and I said, I'm back in town and I should do it. More than an artist, I think Thota Tharrani sir has been a great friend. The first time I met him, it was a late evening, and we were we were doing a new hotel, to do some art in the hotel. So we went to his home studio. At that late hour, he was so hospitable. He showed, and he took us to his studio and such. I mean, there looking at all, and he himself was showing all his art. And this is the man I should have him do. We very proudly have his sculptures for the first time he has done for hotels in our Radisson Hotel near the airport. Very well, I mean, it's been photographed from all over the world, many magazines, many newspapers have covered it. And after that we did an entire restaurant, Curry Theory, which is based on street food. And something specific. We told him he has to sketch something, and the entire ceiling, we digitized it, we put it on the art all around the restaurant. Approachable, but he's such. I think it's a great opportunity and a great privilege. Thank you, and thank you for inviting.
And excited here today.
My God, to have the honor of being the guest of honor for Thota Tharrani sir to inaugurate his show. Oh God, it is such a beautiful sight to behold. Black and white, but it allows so many colors to emerge and so many emotions are emerging from that. I have never had the privilege of holding one of your paintings, but now when I look at your artwork, I feel deprived of
A passion so beautifully expressed. Thank you, I just feel overwhelmed to see
minds coming together.
And the best part was rendered. Thank you all, and may you all life ahead. Expressions will. Thank you. Thank you very much.
An immersive story to tell. It's not just like a photograph that we see, but you will see small characters, a small lady picking up something, a cow feeding on the grass. I think it's every painting, I mean every illustration there has a big story to tell. I think we'll have to spend a lot of time going through all of it, and I'm a big fan of all your work, and I'm very happy to be here in person.